American anti-epidemic is like a mirror, reflecting the chaos, further revealed the chronic diseases of American political, economic and social life hidden for a long time. It is reported that in the past week, more than 1 million new cases were confirmed in the United States in a single week, and the total death toll was more than 277,000. The U.S. media directly said that the epidemic situation in the United States had reached the level of giant disaster. However, the Trump administration is still not paying enough attention to the prevention at all and control of the epidemic situation, or even giving up on the aspects of reversing the election results. Speaking hard to the outside world and provoking troubles. In the early days of the outbreak of the epidemic, politicians in power pursued the strategy of political priority, which constantly delayed the opportunity to fight the epidemic. When the spread of the epidemic worsened, in order to cover up their own mistakes in response to the epidemic, they cheated internally and dumped the pot externally. The views of public health officials and medical experts have been suppressed repeatedly. Now, with the failure of large-scale distribution of the COVID-19 vaccine, the United States has entered a dark moment. White House, federal government and politicians are busy tossing pots with each other. For a while, no one can come up with effective prevention and control measures for the COVID-19 epidemic. The American public has finally seen the indifference and incompetence of the government. At the same time, the epidemic has brought illness and death, economic pressure, and mercilessly pierced the lives of American human rights. Racial discrimination, class antagonism, and polarization between the rich and the poor are highlighted during the epidemic time. With the arrival of cold weather, the COVID-19 is taking Americans' lives speedily. The White House is still playing down the threat of the epidemic, saying that the epidemic situation is turning, but there is no effective plan and action. As reported by the American media, people are dying, but there is little change in the United States.